Guys, Coach Loni here, and I wanted to show you some more cool things I figured out that have helped me maintain, well, first of all, get to my fitness goals and then maintain them. So something I do is meal prep, and it doesn't have to be eating the same thing every day. I know a lot of people are like, I hate eating the same thing every day. I want to do something different. Sorry, that's my kiddo playing with a remote control, so bear with me. You don't want to eat something that is the exact same every single day or week. I get it, I'm the same way. So I change it up every single week. So, and I keep dinner, I meal prep my breakfast and lunch, and then I cook dinner and make it something different every day, so it's something sustainable. Some people can eat the same thing every meal every day, then that's awesome for you, but some of us need some variety. So I found a lot of variety in making these breakfast burritos. A lot of the ones that you can find at the store or, you know, at food trucks or whatever are really, really high calorie, have a lot of crap in them. So you can control what you put in them and make them right for you. I have some issues with like flour tortillas or a lot of bread or a lot of stuff like that. Just my stomach doesn't seem to like it. So I try to listen to my body. I tried a million different kinds. These ones I found, they're like cassava flour. They don't bother my stomach. So that's something I can do every day, and it doesn't bother me. Come here, Roll. I got it. Okay. So I have kiddos, and I know those of you that have kiddos are like, I don't have time, I can't figure it out. You roll with it. I am super busy too, and I still make this stuff work. So that's why it's perfect he's in the video. He interrupts all the time, and it's okay. You just keep going. So like I said, I use these cassava wraps. Maybe if you have that issue, you could use a different wrap. Otherwise, any sort of tortilla that you like. And I change it every time. So I always use 12 eggs. I sometimes use turkey bacon, sometimes chicken. I found these turkey sausage that are really good that I like to throw in sometimes. I go with frozen veggies. If you have time to chop, do it. But there's nothing wrong with frozen veggies. So this one will have peppers. I found like root vegetables with some potatoes, so some good carbs. And then spinach we'll throw in there. I like to chop up a red onion. I like to add garlic. And another tip, you add whatever spices you like, a little salt and pepper. Really anything that you like. You can make it whatever flavor you want, just not drowning in salt. And I don't put cheese because I think these taste good enough without it. I'll throw some hot sauce on them for flavor sometimes. And I also cook with ghee. It has a much higher smoking point, and it's actually better for your system than cooked olive oil. Olive oil is actually better cold, like on a salad. So these are the ingredients I'm starting with, and I'll show you guys the end product, how you wrap them up and get them ready to reheat. So stay tuned. Hi guys, I wanted to add something else. Make sure, so what I always encourage people to do when they're trying to figure out what to eat, how to lose weight, all of that, is track your diet and your calorie intake with something like MyFitnessPal. So what I used to do, and maybe I'm just an idiot, is I would eat my food and then I'd enter it at the end of the day when it was obviously too late to do anything about it. So do enter your stuff at the beginning of the day. You can even plan your whole day in advance, and then you can adjust things if you need to. For these kind of breakfast burrito things or any meal, plug these ingredients into the recipe. So you, specifically for MyFitnessPal, you go to recipes, manually create your own, add in the amount of all the ingredients, and then you can see what is the macro balance, is there a ton of fat, a ton of carbs, or things all over the place, and you can adjust to make it however you want it to be. So that is something you should do before you pick what you're gonna put in your food. Okay, I'll show you guys the last step of it. Everything's cooking here now. I'll show you guys the last step next. Okay guys, so first thing I added was the onion and the garlic. Then I added all the veggies. I cooked up the turkey sausage, and I'm gonna cut these up. I'm gonna add all the eggs to this. When it's all cooked, adding it all together. And I will show you guys how you make a wrap and get it ready to reheat. All right guys, we're down to the last part where you're gonna wrap them and get them ready. So I don't portion anything, like weigh it, because it does take extra time that I kind of eyeball it. But we do know the full amount. I entered in all the amounts in my Fitness Pal, so I do know over the span of a week how much I'm having. So I'm kind of doing it, but a little looser than some. So what you're gonna do to get these wraps ready is you get paper towel. I have clear wrap here. I don't know if you can see it really well. Clear wrap, and then the wrap is spread over this cutting board. So you get this damp. I'm gonna do that. And you squeeze out all the excess water so you have it nice and damp here. This is going to be key to reheating it so it's not super dry. So you lay that down over the clear wrap. Then you take your tortilla wrap or whatever you're using. Like I said, I kind of eyeball it, and you put in whatever amount you want there. This is all the eggs and the turkey sausage, everything all mixed together. And then you're gonna start on one end, rolling it in the wrap here, fold in the ends, and then now that it's at the other end, you're gonna roll it back, folding in the ends of the clear wrap. I just use scissors instead of a little edge here because that ends up being kind of a pain. And then you have it wrapped, and you can keep this in the freezer. When you're ready to reheat it, you just take off the clear wrap, put it in the microwave, and I also let it go for a short while, and then I'll take off the wet paper towel and let it go just a little bit longer, make sure it's kind of cooked through. And it's just really easy. And then you have it. You can add hot sauce for extra flavor, and there you have it. So that is how you meal prep a breakfast burrito. Thanks.